Hello, mic testing. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Today is 8th of April 2026 and it's Wednesday, and we're going to do a trade review of the yesterday night, yesterday, last night trade. Uh, let's get into it. So I traded on gold. So we're going to review this daily candle, and at the same time I'm going to complete my journal, okay, from the daily chart, and time by time I will explain what happened and what not. Okay, so this is the daily chart. I highlighted this. I have this FBG did not highlight this week quadrant because it's almost like this quadrant. So I don't have to do it. I didn't have to do it. So on 4-hour chart, you can see daily, 4-hour range. This was the day. Okay, and no, sorry, this was the day. It was an SMT found. I was on higher time frame. I was this was a bit confusing day for me, not a clear day for me. Price was consolidating. As you can see on 4 hours, there was smooth lows to downside, but higher time frame liquidity was also there. And on daily chart, there was a breaking market structure, and there was this candle, and we can go to the upside. I was ready. So sorry, I was talking about this. So on monthly candle, week, and on weekly. So we touched the upper quarter of it, plus we were in the upper half of the monthly week, plus we also break this weekend. I was considering it as a retracement. At this time was this SMT form. We touched the upper quarter of the daily week, and on lower time frame there was smooth lows to downside, and I was bearish. It was a risky trade at first. Sorry, I was first bullish, then I took a trade bearish. Okay, not a good price action. As you can see, smooth lows on 1 hour higher time frame. We took this buy sell liquidity, touch the upper quarter. So this is the main 15-minute chart, and let's just go to the 5-minute. First I took this trade. Let me confirm one thing. Yeah, there is no news. Okay, no news Tuesday, and respected the low quarter of the weekly opening gap. Took this trade in the early session, and one thing which I noticed and decided that I will not trade just before either 8:30 or 9:30. Okay, if the trade is just before the 9:30 or 8:30, because at 8:30 there was the most likely to be liquidity in it, and if the bias is right, it will be a powerful move to the our direction. But if it's not, or if it is even because of liquidity, there's more likely to, you're not lucky, the stop loss will be hit. Okay, so I took this trade first long. If this breaker plus low quarter was respected, and we were above this range, and you can see we recently took this sell side. Okay, so I was looking for higher time frame buy side to be taken, but as you can see we did not do that, and we went lower, and after that I took a shot on the main bias at that time. Smooth lows were down there, and it was almost a 3-hour trade. Took this trade, then I took this trade on one account. It was a GFT 25k, and then entered on here on 2 accounts, on the Think Capital, and no, on 3 accounts, on Think Capital, on DNA and the GFT. And you know what? On GFT, I hit the stop loss because of spread, and yeah, it was not a good feeling. It was frustrating. And one more thing, I don't know why, because of spread or because of I don't know what. I on GFT I entered risking 2500 $250, but when I entered it was, I think, 350. So yeah, this was one more thing. I hit the stop loss. Even I was right. And on DNA, I hit the break even, and it was kind of my own mistake. At when it was retracing, it there was chance that we can trace into this. And when we went lower, I'm talking about this. We did not take this liquidity, respected the 15 in the first present value gap. When we went here, I placed a stop loss of the DNA to the break even, and it hit the break even, and yeah, it was also and then went lower. I hit the TP on only one account, which was Think Capital. Okay, so the bad thing, or the painful or kind of frustrating thing, was this of GFT, because in that there was none of my mistake. In DNA position, it was my mistake. I, I should have placed the stop loss a bit higher, but just because of break even thing, that I placed the stop loss to a break even. And yeah, as you can see, we went lower. Why it's not error, please restore, check your internet connection. Kya? Now it's going to log in. So after that, touch the C of the monthly, we start going to upside, and a very unexpected move happened on no news. Oh, sorry, there was news, but at PM. So you can see at 10 p.m. we start moving, and at the late session we moved a lot. Wow, a very big move. Let me show you the execution on the gold. Ah, there it is. I entered on Think Capital, I think late, not late, but after a confirmation. At first, I entered, I think, only on GFT, then on DNA as well as Think Capital. We see when I entered, it was 9:37. So I entered here. Why did I enter here? Because we were consolidating, we made smooth lows, went higher, took this high and went lower, proportional block, and yeah, then we went lower, this low, but not the sell side liquidity, traced it to upside, took these lows, which was expected, which can be happened, and it was not unusual. And yeah, that's why I was saying I placed the stop loss totally wrong. Or I should have placed the stop loss least to upper body of the first present fee area. There was one more opportunity to enter, went down, breaker, proportional block, and as you can see, but I missed this, and was uh, the way the market was moving, and there was not smooth price action recently happened, and there was no news day, and that's why I was saying this, and it was a good model to be in. So yeah, on Think Capital, I was in drawdown, in 400 drawdown, I think I was in, and now I am in only 100. It was a 3 RR, you can say 3 RR trade. So yeah, unfortunate thing on uh, GFT, second trade, very unfortunate. You can see two trades. First was where can I see that trade? Recent trade, I don't know, but my stats. Okay, can I see the recent trade? Um, total days, total period. Okay, total PS. Wow, that's a lot. I don't know, but yeah, first trade was I think $170 loss, and the second trade was supposed to be $250 loss, but because of I don't know, uh, I lost 350 and it became 500. So yeah, this was the day, and to be honestly, to be honest, I've been in this situation more than several times where I get got out, I had price took me and then went to the TP. And let me show you. This was the journal I still have to complete it. Um, complete the after charts, and this was the entry. I entered here, and secondary low time respect with upper quarter. I'm UG break to the lower quarter. Okay. So yeah, I think that's it. I don't know why I'm really in low energy right now. I'm tired and I don't know why. It's 10:20 a.m. I did workout today. Woke up at 5:15 20 a.m. 15 or 20 a.m. and yeah, and did workout. After that, did take my did breakfast, and after that did back testing, and now this review of the day. So yeah, this was the day, and I have 55 minutes is much clear. Per quarter, breakthrough downside, low got respected, C, and then went down. Same thing, upper quarter, low got respected, went higher, recent B, and yeah, clear. 15 minute. This is an old 15-minute gap. I don't um I, I don't like a bit how I did review the day today. It was not clear, it was not as it should be. It was um it was not as I wanted it to be. And yeah, but yeah, this was the review, much clear on 15 to did not took this liquidity. They were high as upside. That's why when this liquidity was taken, I took this because there was a break in my structure of 15-minute gap as well. 8:30 went lower, took these smooth lows, and then start going to the upside. Then took the liquidity which I was looking for at that time, and after that down took those smooth lows which I knew can be taken. And when we broke to the downside, the low quarter was respected. I entered on the low quarter of the weekly opening gap, entered, went lower, took these lows as well as this, not this, and went to the upside at time frame. And let's see the 4 hour we are right now. Okay, there are many smooth lows which making sell side liquidity a smooth lows to the downside. And right now we are at the C of the weekly in gap, breaking not did break the upper quarter of the monthly. It will be confirmed when the week will over. On daily, let me see if we did break on daily. Sorry, honestly, I'm disappointed the way I did review the trade today. Sorry, Nalan, and I will do it inshallah better from now on. Break the upside. Okay, Tuesday was did respected, but right now we are at here, and yeah, I think it's going to um, not going to close to downside, but it can. But right now, by seeing the price action, I'm not seeing it. Not it's not probably going to the downside. So that's website structure of the small lows. Okay, downside break. Upper quarter. If we are going to go to the downside, this upper quarter should be respected to the downside. Okay, and if we are not, this will be act as support to go to the upside. Okay, mark my words, or we'll see in future what's we're gonna do. But yeah, I'm confident that if we're going to even go lower, we are most likely to go to this upper quarter, and then we'll go to a downside on higher time frame. Okay, I'm not talking about today, not talking about tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, but in the future. So that was the day. One loss, one idea was wrong, and the second was right, but still to got a SL on one account and TP on one account and one break even. And on the first trade took one loss because I knew it was a logical trade but not high probable. That's why I took one trade on GFT. And after that, the second idea was with the second idea I was more confident. That's why I took the trade on every, not more, but the accounts which I'm trading right now, which on which I'm more active. I'm right now active on. So yeah. So yeah, it is what it is. Have to the stop loss was on right place this time, and on the DNA thing I was did the mistake by placing the stop loss at the break even, but not at the logical area, and there was no liquidity was taken as well. So yeah, okay, that's it for the day. Inshallah, in the next video, inshallah, I'm going to make it. I don't know how hard it becomes, but inshallah, 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 I know that I'm going to make it, no matter how long it takes, how much effort it takes, how much hard work, how much patience it takes. I will make it. I'm going to be the one of the best trader, especially in smart money concept. Going to be one of the best, inshallah. Inshallah, my words again. It's 8th of April 2026. Not profitable yet. Haven't passed a phase one even. Uh, Not even past the first phase. And but I know. I just have to learn from my mistake. Have to trust in the process. Have to fix my mistakes. And yeah, I got a lot of potential. Inshallah Ta'ala, I will achieve my dreams. I will achieve my goals. Allah Hafiz.